So this little buzzer pattern, it's done me so well on all the reservoirs, but originally it was given to me by one of my friends in Scotland, and he tied it basically for a little hill look up there, and it was stuck to rainbows, but I also had brown trout, and it just worked wonders. So all I've done is increase the size for the Midlands reservoirs, but it's a fly that just really works its magic so well in all the waters. It's kind of a cross between a cove pheasant tail, kind of, and a buzzer, and it's an easy fly to tie. So let's go ahead and tie it. First thing I do is get a strong buzzer hook, heavy, in the vise, and that's a Hanak H35 XH extra heavy, and we get him in the vise. As you can see, it's a meaty hook, jet black as well, which I like, and I've got an 8/0 white thread, and there's a reason for the white thread. We'll go through that in a second, but all I'm doing is coming in and winding down the body, creating a bed of thread. Decent touch and turns, not all the way down, and then back up. I want a decent bed of white thread. That'll become apparent in a second. In with my scissors, cut off the tag end, tidy that up in a bit, and again back down. I want a really good bed. You can do it with floss to save time. You'll get a bed of thread a lot quicker, a bed of floss a lot quicker. But there we go, that's it, nicely covered. So then I've got this stuff, and this colour is like a reddy brown. This is what I like for my buzzers. It's trout line taper synthetic quills. You can get synthetic quills out anywhere, but I like this one. Now what I would suggest when you're dealing with synthetic quills is don't use it right at the end. I'll show you what I mean. So when you take a quill off, it's sticky on the back, it's coated. So you take a quill off, don't start right at the tip. It's tapered, so start about in the middle. It's a little bit thicker, which means you've got more colour. You've got a brown and a black contrast here. If you do it at the thin ends, you'll not see that contrast very well. So I put it on the hook shank, and we get it on the hook shank so the sticky side's facing out. In other words, the sticky side's going to go into the hook shank. Another bed of thread. Doesn't have to be neat because your body's created. And then up to where your thorax is going to be. I like to stop about here. It gives me plenty of time, so opposite the point of the hook. Now what I'll do is I'll come in. Well, I won't finish to lock everything in place. So now all we're doing is we're coming round and we're creating our sexy body. Bringing your wraps onto each other to create that look. I'll move the light in a second so you can see. But if you started that process a little bit further down with the taper, you wouldn't see that. Come in and lock off with your tying thread. So if I just move the light there, you see the taper. No, the taper, sorry, the segmentation. And that's what we're looking for, that segmentation. So the next thing we're looking for is we're going to put on some antron for that little breather. And I've got here some old antron, white. Single strand, you don't want too much of this stuff. Probably far too much on there. And tie it on with a pinching loop, but leave a little bit in front of the eye. Just there, leave a little bit. In with your scissors at an angle. And snip that off. And now I've got some natural pheasant tail. And I'm going to put a couple strands on one side. burst a bit there. I burst more than one bit. Take that off. That's a fragile feather. Fragile feather's no good. Take it for the good side. Take it for this side. So again, come in. On this side, a couple more. On this side. So it's all nice and even, obviously. Up the side again. So there's all my pheasant tail, and I've got that split across the middle there. In with your scissors, take away the stub ends. Excuse fingers. And then just tidy up. Like so. And now we come in, whip finish. I'm going to swap threads over. On some black 8/0. Just covering that there. And I've got some squirrel and hare dubbing. And I'm going to start. You can be quite generous with this stuff. I'm going to start just behind the antron there and wind back. Quite a tight rope, because we've got to pull some of this out. But don't be scared to give it a bulky thorax, is what I'm saying. Not stupidly bulky, but you get the picture. That's probably enough. And then wind your thread through, bedding it in, and then at the front of the hook shank. Tie it in, stick in a whip finish. And then what I like to do is pull some of the thorax out. Give it that messy, buggy look. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to split my pheasant tail. You can see it was either side. And we've got to pull that up. Make sure it's split. That's that side, that's it side. And just pull it up and over. Up and over. Is like you would with biots actually. That's that one. Pulling up and over. Just lock in. Like so. And then just come in with your scissors and tidy it. You're better, rather than doing this in a club, is take some 3 or 4 at a time and just trim those off. And then just tidy up with thread wraps. A couple of little stray fibres there. But we can tidy these up with thread wraps. And all you're doing is you're cocking that antron breather, up a bit. So that's your buzzer there, and you can see where the cheeks are. It just looks really natural. And then what we do is we'll pull this forward, we pull that forward and cut it in line with the eye. In line with the eye there. And there's your little breather. And that's him. That's a really, really, really good natural looking buzzer. Very similar to the Cove. I'll move that fly there. Very similar to the Cove nymph, Arthur Cove's nymph. But yeah, devastating fly, not hard to tie, and it'll really, really look the part. I really hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more fly tying on there, and there's also some great fishing videos. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.